Hey, what is up guys? This is Josh the Gamer here, coming at you with a brand new video. So today we are going to be learning about casting in Quorum. Now, what is casting? Casting is essentially the idea of converting a value from one variable type to another. So for example, you can pretty much convert a string to an integer or a string to a number as long as the value that it converts is a number or an integer. If it's a string of text, it won't convert it. You'll get an error. So, what we're gonna do is we are going to cast some input that we put into the computer to an integer. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and create a text variable. So we are going to go ahead and do text. We're going to call it, classes input. So here for this, I'm just when it asks for input, I'm just going to go ahead and put the amount of classes that I have in school. Pretty simple, right? So we're going to go ahead and do equals input, and then do your parentheses and quotations, and then inside the quotations go ahead and put how many classes do you have? Alright, so now now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and create an integer variable. We're going to call this casted integer. So integer, casted integer equals, and then we're going to type cast inside. And then this takes two parameters. This will take the variable type that you want to convert it to. So we're going to go ahead and do integer. And then we're going to separate each parameter by a comma. And then what we need to do now is we need to put the variable name. So we're going to go ahead and do classes input. Alright, so as you can see, we have no syntax errors. We have no errors at all, from what we can tell. And what it's going to do is it's essentially going to, what we're essentially doing is we are creating a text variable that will take a number that we type in. It'll say, okay, this is the text that I have stored in this classes input variable. And now, oh, what's this? You want me to convert it to an integer? Okay, I'll go ahead and convert it. Now let's go ahead and output. We're gonna go casted integer. All right, so let's go ahead and save it. And we are going to run it. Okay, it's asking for input. I'm going to say 7. And it outputted 7. Because it said, okay, so you inputted 7. That's the string value that I'm going to store inside of this text variable. Oh, okay. Then it's going to say, oh, okay. You want me to cast this to an integer? Okay, I'll make this an integer. So then it gets that 7 is now an integer. And then we said, let's output this answer to the screen. So in the console, it outputted 7. Pretty dang cool, huh? You can actually use this to your advantage if you want to say, if you don't need a very precise value, but certain methods only take number variables, you can easily use casting to cast it to a different variable type and not have to worry about it. It's actually very easy. It's a very easy concept, but however, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I always look at the comments. I read every comment on my videos, so you guys can actually, give me feedback on how I'm doing with these tutorials, or if you need help, you can ask, for example. So yeah, and don't forget, the source code will also be in the description. I put my source code up on GitHub, so you guys can look at it and reference it if need be. And it's just overall a lot neater for you guys to be able to look at that source code after watching the tutorials if you don't understand it. That way you can, kind of reference it as you go. And if you don't understand it, then, if you don't understand the tutorial and the source code, you can always, your last resort can always be to ask. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.